morning, good evening, wherever you may be watching this video. Today, I'd like to get into some news updates coming out of the Sparkdex camp. Yesterday, they announced opening up to the full public the ability to provide liquidity on their Perpetual DEX. And so with that being said, we're going to get into the announcement, then I'm going to actually show you how to provide liquidity on the perp side over on Sparkdex. So with that being said, let's get into the content. All right, so this is the tweet announcement yesterday from Sparkdex. They start off by saying the next chapter of Flare Perp starts now. Sparkdex Eternal has officially opened LPing to the full public. If you're an LP looking for a juicy yield on the blockchain for data, this one's for you. And then they get into LPing on Sparkdex Eternal. So on Sparkdex Eternal, perpetual traders looking for increased exposure to selected assets utilize capital from a decentralized pool. LPs contribute supported assets to the liquidity pool for traders. LPs receive a cut of the trading fees. Just some basics around how providing liquidity works. Then they get into increased risk in perpetual markets, something that we really need to pay attention to. We don't always need to pay attention to the reward. We need to really make sure we understand the risks as well. So when traders profit, they extract capital from the liquidity pool. When traders incur losses, they contribute capital to the liquidity pool. Thus, LPs are often exposed to volatility risk when traders are winning, which, hey, I want people to win for sure, for sure. So there's definitely something good to understand. Uh, Deposit and start earning today. Well, what are you waiting for, LPs? Sparkdex Eternal has opened its doors. Know your risk, deposit your assets, and start earning. So that's all good, man. That was the announcement over on Sparkdex. So let's get on the actual exchange and see how we can provide liquidity to a perp DEX. So this is the perp DEX here. If you want to know how I got here, most likely when you land on Sparkdex, you'll land on their swap page. So to get over to the actual perpetual liquidity, providing liquidity page, you'll hit pools. And then over here by the pool label, you'll see V3, V2, and perps. You want to click perps. And then this is how you'll get here. So I've already deposited some Flare in the LP. But that was just to make sure I understand how it works. And now to get into the actual tutorial, I have 1,524 Flare left unwrapped. I'm going to deposit another 1,000. Um, Pay attention to these fees. So they have a tax, they have an execution fee, and you can customize your slippage. Make sure you understand what all this means right here. There's some quick blurbs here you can read to better understand what it means or why they're charging that fee or that tax. And then I'll just keep it at 0.5% slippage and then just hit deposit order and then confirm the transaction, submitting. Okay, deposit order submitted. Now we can go over here under your orders. You can cancel it until it gets executed. Things of that nature. Under orders history, you can see, already had an order executed. And then my most recent order, which is the one I just put in, still has status of open, so it hasn't been executed just yet, which means it hasn't been added to the LP. So you'll have to wait for it for the status to change to execute it. But for the most part, that's really it. I mean, it's very simple. Of course, you want to understand your risks. You want to understand how this stuff works before you just ape into it, just so you don't get wrecked. It's never a good thing when you incur losses, but don't necessarily know why. So people get angry, they get mad at the platform. You don't want to do that. So just make sure you understand what it is you're doing before you actually get into this LP, and yeah, go from there. Happy earning. With that being said, that's really it for the video, man. I appreciate y'all for watching. Hope you found this video informative. I hope you found this tutorial walkthrough helpful, and give me a like. Be sure to share, subscribe, let me know in the comments how you feel about the addition to the Sparkdex exchange, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.